Hi Taurus, welcome back. This is going to be your mid-February check-in, so thank you for joining me today. And let's go ahead and get started. So Taurus, overall energy is that of Virgo. Some of you may have that in your birth chart, be dealing with one, or simply that's the influencing vibes, okay, during this time frame. This is talking about your rituals, your health, being more discerning, being more refined, maybe a little bit even of like a solitary vibe, maybe wanting to like Netflix and chill or be, you know, in your surroundings, comfortable, those types of things. It can be somewhat of a nervous vibe as well, which is interesting because you think of like comfort. You don't think of anxiety when you think of comfort, right? But if you get too isolated during this time, Virgo, it could go into the negative. So be sure that you're still staying somewhat active, okay? Because it could turn into nervousness, anxiety, perfectionism, over criticism of self, things like that, okay? So definitely watch that, Taurus. So let's see what the supporting energy is here. Okay, so you have the Four of Swords, which says healing. Isn't that what I was just saying? This is like taking time out for yourself, for your health, for your mental well-being. I always think of like meditation and prayer when I see Four of Swords because it's like quieting the mind. You may need to do that. You may need to recenter yourself during this time frame. If you don't practice that, it's then this is saying maybe look into that. Look into things like mindfulness, things that help calm your mind, bringing your mind into the present energy, I feel. So Taurus, let's see what this is all about. You know, some of you, it could be healing a relationship for a few of you, but it's going to be different for all. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Taurus, I'm going to pull your cards and I'm going to focus it totally on your energy, your past, present, future energy. And then for those of you who are interested, I'm going to pull cards on the person you might be dealing with during this time frame. All right. So recent past for Taurus is the Ten of Wands, Knight of Wands, and then the Emperor. Okay. So that's that taking on possibly too much, you know, feeling like you got a lot on your plate. It's a lot of action oriented. It may have required you to really put yourself out there, or, you know, it's like being up for the challenge, I feel, in the recent past. The Emperor is not an energy that backs down very easy, right? So I do feel like you might have been in this energy where yeah, you may have had a lot going on, but it's the sense of like, I'm in control of this. I have this. I got this. I know what I need to do. I know what actions I need to take, and kind of like handling your business. You know what I'm saying, Taurus? And I feel like you're one of the strongest zodiac signs as far as stamina goes and from all of the zodiac signs. So I don't think that's like really a problem for you, because I think you have an immense amount of that energy to pull from, okay, naturally, as the bull, as the Taurus, right? That stamina. I think you can take on a lot, and I think that you have had to take on a lot, but doing it while also staying in control has been highlighted for you in the recent past. So let's go into the present energy and see where we're going with this. Okay. So you have the Star, the Ten of Pentacles, nice. And the Two of Pentacles, yeah. So that's that healing energy here. Aquarius vibes for some of you. That's that healing vibes though, okay? That's what I picked up at the beginning of the reading, all right? Your physical and mental well-being is going to be really, really important during this time frame. So don't negate that, okay? If you need to take time out to for your well-being, then you need to do that, and don't feel bad about that, you know, because I think that too, if you have a lot of obligations on your plate, you know, there's a lot of people that might need you, or, you know, that you have a lot to do, you might feel guilty about taking time for self, taking time for your own well-being, for your own health. And this is saying alleviate yourself of that guilt, okay? Your temple is what carries you through your life experience, and you should never feel guilty about taking that time because you've earned that. And so I just feel that very strongly here for you, Taurus. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you got a lot on your plate, but look at that, you know. This is a good spot to be in. This is like having what you need, having the people around you that you need, having the money, some of you wealth, downright wealth. There may be an opportunity there, or building that up during this time frame. You know, so if you've been juggling finances in particular, needing to like shift things into different accounts or something, I feel like, you know, it is tax season, that things might be getting more stable here, and that allows you some, like a breath, like some relief, you know, because it can be quite stressful when we're going back and forth like that, when we feel like we need to juggle things constantly, even if it's not money. For some of you, it was simply just your time and energy, feeling like being pulled in a lot of different places. But I feel that, yeah, you know, this is hope. This is healing. This is reaching for the stars. This is taking time out for yourself and having the ability to do it, which is going to be a great spot for you to be in mid-February, March. Okay. So let's go into the future vibes for Taurus. 5 of Wands. Justice, 7 of Cups. Yikes. So here you have possible conflict, okay? But there is justice here. And this is more towards March. But then there's also confusion. So what is that about? What is that about? You're in this great space, you know, Taurus, and then you may take like a reprieve and then come back to a lot of issues that need to be dealt with yet again. But I feel like if that's the case, like if you have a reprieve in February where you get that time to yourself, and then you put yourself back out there and it's like, oh my gosh, there is so much now on my plate, or you come back to conflict, or you come back to a lot of competition. I think that this is saying you have justice now here. So once you're balanced, you're balanced. You could have chaos going on around you, but if internally you're well, if internally you're balanced, it doesn't matter what's going on around you, you know, because you can't be shaken. So I think that's why it's saying, like, take this time, because there is going to be conflict for some of you, or issues that really confuse you emotionally, maybe, especially leaving the retrograde, and you're going to need this healing, okay? You're going to need this reprieve, you're going to need this balance in order to maintain your composure, I feel. All right. So I am going to clarify the 5 of Wands real quick and the 7 of Cups, please. 5 of Wands. High Priestess. Yeah, it's the 7 of Cups. Knight of Swords, yeah. Justice, what's that? It's Justice. 4 of Pentacles. I'm not laughing at the reading. I'm laughing because I already knew what it was. You already know what it is, right? So, like, you know that there's going to be, for lack of a better term, shit you have to deal with during this time frame, don't you? But you also have a higher knowing. And what is the higher knowing telling you? It's telling you that you're not going to be budged by that. You know, so if somebody's trying to create conflict, or there's conflict going on within the family, within your career, work environment, or relationships, it's like, yeah, you're not going to budge me here, okay? Because first of all, you're a Taurus. Second of all, you're a fixed sign. So, you know, once you have your groundedness and your healing, you are unbudgeable, okay? And so I do feel like there may be conflict coming in from this side. There might be someone who's confused, you know, needing information. There's a lot of neediness here around you. Okay, and this is saying like you will be the judge and juror here. So I do feel like it's coming in from both sides. It could be different situations going on within your life, but this is saying like you have the stamina. You need to take time out for yourself, so you also have the healing and the well-being. But I do feel that there'll be balance here, so you will be unbothered. You know, if there's like angry communication coming through for some of you, it's not going to budge you. They won't get the reaction they want. So I like that, Taurus. Okay, boss moves, right? Nothing is better than being in a state of inner peace. Nothing. And we don't tend to live in inner peace, though. We go back and forth, right? Like, but I know that when I'm in that, and when I am in that flow, I mean, the house could be burning down around me, and I'd be like, I'm okay, you know. It's a good space to be in. So let's go into the person that you're dealing with, Taurus, and see what's up with them. All right. So, 8 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the Star. Wow, okay. You had the Star over here. So, I feel like this person here, you know, they may have had a lot of mental anguish going on, I feel, in regards to healing, healing themselves, healing a commitment for some of you, healing a relationship with some of you. But I do feel like in the recent past, there may have been another opportunity to see the potential or to have some healing within this dynamic, okay? Even though I think like there's a lot of negative thinking on this person's behalf, or sometimes they like get in their own way of what they could have, you know, like they may let toxic people or negative thinking, you know, get in the way of having the Ace of Pentacles or the Stars, and this is past energy. They may have let that get in the way of having the full like comfortability and healing, not seeing what they have, only seeing what they don't have, like that type of thing. Okay, but I do feel like what they're seeking for is somewhere to call home. Some of you, that's you, or healing within things that they've committed themselves to, if nothing else. So let's go into the present energy here. So I have the 6 of Wands, 3 of Wands, King of Swords. So yeah, I feel like this person here in the present energy, 6 of Wands is like a sense of overcoming. But in this deck, it has a different meaning because it's the sexual tarot. It's attention seeking, it's wanting attention. This person may really want your attention, Taurus. They may really want your attention. You know, 3 of Wands, wanting to move things forward, but King of Swords is a bit pessimistic. It's in this deck, it is all about I don't know how else to say it. It's selfish. You know, we're all selfish to some degree or another. But this person wants to be catered to. They want attention. They want to move things forward. They want your attention if you've not been giving it to them. That's what they want. You know, and it bothers them when they don't have it. You know, they may feel you're selfish, okay? But that's specifically a word I got. That either they feel that way about you or you they, or there's something to deal with that here. It's kind of like an overcritical nature here. All right. But I do feel like this person wants victory. You know, they want to They want to feel like the only one. The only one. And I have Sasha Sloan in my head. No, I can't be the only one. It's called Only One, I think. Or Only by Sasha Sloan. Check it out. The future energy is the Lovers, Two of Swords, High Priestess. Yeah. So I feel like, Taurus, this person has some decisions to make, but yet they're indecisive. Decisions. You know, and I think that there's a lot of secretive energy here, or the High Priestess could be a very intuitive person. Okay, but if they are intuitive, they're not listening to their intuition, or they don't trust it. But if they did, they could clearly see what the decision is that they need to make. And over here on your side, I did see like a confusing person. So I think that for a lot of you, that's this person that might be coming through. You know, maybe they got mixed messages, or they're angry, or they are uncertain at this, to say the very least, about how to come at you, whether that's good or bad. You know, like they don't really know how to approach the situation. But I see that they want healing. They want commitment. They see a lot of potential, whether within themselves or you. They want attention. For some of you, they have your attention, but it's like not enough. Or they also see like you give other people attention and they don't like that. And it causes like them to, I don't know, like that's why I felt like my face wanted to do that. Like, no, it's all about me. Me. That's not, like this person wants to be the only one. You know, so they don't care maybe if you have a lot of other things going on in your life. You know, they can only see themselves. Or they want you to only see them, you know. This is the Two of Swords. The Empress. I was getting ready to say before that came out that I felt like some insecurities here. Okay, and then the Empress, and the Empress actually came out in the reverse, which is no growth. And the Two of Swords to me is, yes, uncertainty, but it also is somewhat of like an insecure vibe when it's paired with the High Priestess here. So I definitely do feel that energy. Yeah, the Hermit wanting to kind of close off. I feel like their energy is a bit closed off here. Even though there either may be movement forward, or like some of you may have a reprieve here where like things are really good, things are being healed, travel for some of you, or movement forward. And then the energy flips towards like the March time frame, and maybe you got a lot on your plate again, you got a lot of things taking your attention away from it, and if so, this person doesn't really like that. So I could see this a lot of different ways, because they want to be the only one. So, interesting reading, Taurus. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with. I have Aquarius out twice, so it definitely could be Aquarius, but I also have Gemini. I have another Taurus. I have Aries. I have Pisces out twice. Libra energy. Yeah, those are Virgo. Could be Capricorn, Taurus. Those are the predominant zodiac signs. I do have fire as well, but I don't feel that one as strong unless it's Aries. But it could be any zodiac sign, y'all. So if it resonates, it resonates. Okay. These are general readings. Please do check out my social media accounts. If you click on the little arrow beneath the video to open up the description box, you can find my Instagram, my Facebook, and my other YouTube, and now Deep Thoughts with Dana. I don't do tarot over there. I just blah, blah, blah. But if you're interested in getting to know me a little bit better, you can go over there and check it out. Otherwise, thank you for coming. Please do like, share, and subscribe. It's free. But if you want to go even further, you can click the blue join button, become a private member for a nominal fee, get additional goodies and behind the scenes. And also check out my merchandise link down below. Wishing you guys the best. Namaste. Bye.